Namaskar. I am Dr. Pankaj Naram.
And I am Suyogi from Berlin, Germany.
Believe it or not, today is my first day in Berlin where I have come for Pulse Healing seminar and Pulse Healing work for this year. Now we are standing in front of wall of Berlin, which is a symbol of unity. And I see this as a unity of modern German medicine and ancient healing methods. Ancient healing methods I started this journey in Berlin, in actually Germany, more than 20 years ago. So 20 years ago, I used to go regularly to Italy, Bologna. And suddenly one day, a person whose name is Alexander, he comes with a woman, a girl, whose name was Dagmar. Dagmar had a big problem in L3, L4, L5. She could not walk. Alexander knew me from Bombay and he found that I am in Bologna. So he brought Dagmar, this wonderful girl, to me, saying that she has to go in Berlin for a big operation. But she doesn't want to go. She wants something which is known as ancient healing methods to heal her back, and she would like to be functional. She was not able to drive car. She was at that time around 22 or 23 years old. She comes to me. I see her pulse according to what my master lived up to 125, had a master 145, had a master. The ultimate master was Lord Buddha's personal physician. So when Lord Buddha at that time or his disciples used to travel and sometimes fall down, they used to get back pain, stiffness, tightness. So my ultimate master Jivaka used to do some marma therapy. Marma is an ancient technology of transformation which works on your body, mind and emotions. And he would fix them. And he would fix them in such a way. He would press some good marma and they would start walking. I learned this secret from my lineage. So I tried to use this secret in front of Alexander on Dagmar. And believe it or not, within few minutes, Dagmar, who was not able to walk for 4 months, started walking. And even I was very happy that the secrets which are working in India are also working in Italy on German patient. And then she was told by the big hospital in Berlin that she will have to go for operation. Now, I don't know. I started giving her some very simple home remedy. Ginger powder half teaspoon, ajwain powder half teaspoon, methi, fenugreek quarter teaspoon, and haldi, turmeric powder half teaspoon with 1 teaspoon ghee. Mix everything together and in the whole day, little by little, complete. And also I gave some conceptual stuff like Sandhi Shakti, Dard Mukti, smooth joint, applying the Dard Mukti cream, but main was also marma. And then I told, now you can walk, so please go. Next week, she met me on Frankfurt airport because I had a flight, Bologna, Frankfurt to Bombay. She came on the airport, and I tried to do a second marma. And then I forgot everything about it. Now suddenly I go after 6 months to Bologna, and instead of 2 people, Dagmar case became so popular, word of mouth became so popular that there were 35 German patients, 35 German people, men and women and children. They came by bus to Bologna and I was surprised. And there was so many things because Italians and Germans have their own method of working, Italians have their method of working. In short, there was a unity. Why we are standing in front of this wonderful Berlin Wall? Unity. So there was a unity between German mind and Italian heart, and some miracle happened. So many results started happening from that day that they all invited me to Augsburg. Then I go to Augsburg. Regularly I am meeting everybody in Augsburg. Then one day a great woman came, and I found out that she was a daughter of Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose gave freedom to India. And when I saw that great woman, I was surprised. She came with a Bengali sari, Bengali samosa, Bengali gulab jamun, but she had also many challenges, and that also got helped. And then suddenly, now Suyogi will tell her story, how she came to me, but then she came to see me in Augsburg.
Right.
And then the journey started, and then she says, why don't you come to Berlin? And now from, I think, 20 years I am in Berlin, or she will tell from how many years. And in Berlin, a small but powerful, a silent revolution has started. She will share with you how many people suffering from chronic and acute health challenges like diabetes, blood pressure, azoospermia, no children, they started getting children. People who could not start speaking, they started speaking. Different kinds of cancer, so many great results came. And then one Dr. Hartmut, he came to watch my work for a couple of years, and then he invited to be and start a special program on ancient healing tradition in German university. And I am very happy to share with you, like a family, from tomorrow, more than 30 best doctors from all over the world are coming in this training program conducted by me with the blessings of my master, and some big silent revolution is going to start. So how about now Suyogi, whom I consider as one of my best students, highly committed, highly determined, highly disciplined, highly enthusiastic, highly energetic. Suyogi is going to share her story.
Thank you very much, Dr. Naram. So, I'm from Berlin, and I have that great fortune that I am the student of Dr. Naram. I know him since 1994. Okay, I met Dr. Naram first time at a very beautiful event. It was a huge event with 200,000 people in Baroda. Actually, it was in Haridam Sokda, in a small village. And at that time, there was an announcement of the award of the century, I would say, and it was the Ashok Chakra Warty Award. This was given for the first time 200 years earlier by Lord Swaminarayan himself, and he wanted to choose someone who actually gives his whole life for helping humanity through healing. And when you get such an award, you need to be someone who actually lives what you're teaching. You need to be someone who is completely authentic, like in your being. It needs to be everything in balance, and you need to sacrifice your life for humanity to help them and to give all the secrets of healing to humanity. And it is the greatest honor, I think, a doctor can have, to get such a beautiful award. And people were so excited because it is a huge award, and people felt they wanted to touch it. Like Indians, they have this, when someone gets such a precious thing, they really feel so honored to be in that presence. And everyone wanted to touch the award, wanted to touch Dr. Naram's feet, because they felt that his healing energy is getting also transferred to them. And they felt it like a big blessing in their life that they can be present at such an extraordinary thing. And that was the first time when I had this big honor to meet him.
Can you share about that award, what it was?
Believe it or not, for me that award was something like a lifetime achievement award. And honestly, I was having lots of gratitude because I came from nothing. I had nothing. If somebody has given me the blessings, was my master.
Later, I had some health issues because I'm coming from a family where the females in my family, they are all suffering from arthritis. And when my brother was born, I'm 4 years older than him. My mother had a real heavy arthritis phase, and she could not even lift up the baby. And I was only 4 years old, and she said, please help me to change his diapers. And that was very painful for me. And my grandmother had also so much pain. And I was brought up in that sense that I felt, they always told me, one day you will also suffer from that pain. And then at a certain time, it really happened like this. And I thought, oh my God, should I now follow my fate? And it was a very difficult period of my time. And before, I was always in search of real purpose in life, of real spirituality. And at the age of 18, I was reading my first book from India. At that time, there was no internet. It was very different than nowadays. So I found that book, the autobiography of a yogi from Paramhansa Yogananda. And in that, this quest was inside of me that I should go to India in search of a spiritual guide and a master. And at the age of 30, I had this extreme luck to find an authentic spiritual master. His name is His Divine Holiness Hari Prasad Swamiji. And he actually himself, Dr Naram is his patient, and he has so high value for him. He thinks he's the best right now living master for healing. And so at that time, when I was very desperate and I did not know what to do with my own health issues, he sent me a message that there's only one person who can help you to get free of your pain of arthritis, and this is Dr. Pankaj Naram.
Yeah.
And so I went to him to see him for the first time in his small clinic. For me, it was all a little strange, but I had so much trust. And what impressed me the first time so much was that he gave me, the moment he touched my pulse, so gentle and so soft, I felt that he is completely fully present, and that he can understand what is going on in my emotions on my physical level and also on my mental level. And I felt completely, fully understood, and he gave me this hope that I don't have to cope my whole life with my health issues. And he said that one sentence, yes, I can help you. And that one sentence, yes, I can help you, was a transformation for me. Because I felt that all this pressure, this Western doctors put on me, I have to live with my pain, I have to live with my fate, that melted away. And I said, but how? And then he said, it's very simple. You just follow my guidelines, you take the powerful remedies, and you don't stop until I'm telling you should stop. And it will take some time, but the healing is definitely going to happen. And this is what I did. And from that time on, I got so fascinated because I saw my own results. I saw my pain go away. I saw that I became so flexible, like even I was never at a younger age before. And I had no pain. And now I'm 55, I never had any issues.
Believe it or not, if you want to heal yourself, number one rule, never give it up. It takes time to heal self and others. According to my master, if you follow 6 D principles, you can help yourself to heal deeper, deeper and deeper. First of all, first D means you should have a desire. Desire to help yourself, desire to see for alternatives, desire for becoming a better person, healthier person, energetic person. So I would call it burning desire. First D is burning desire. Then you should have a dedication. dedication for that purpose, and then determination. Many things will happen. Sometimes your ego is not met, or sometimes you cannot follow diet, sometimes you cannot follow herbal remedies, sometimes you will say, so many herbs, I can't take it. Now you need determination for continuation. You need to pay the price. Pay the price is not money. Pay the price is about fourth D, discipline. Discipline. If you are ready to discipline, then I do not think anything is a problem. There are challenges, but then also there are solutions. So first is burning desire, dedication, determination, discipline. And then don't be lazy. I see 70% people are lazy. So what is that fifth D? Do it now. Just do it. Get up. Do. And then if you do that, so many things starts happening, believe it or not. And then sixth one, divine guidance. Suyogi Manibhai had a guru, a master, who inspired them to have a divine guidance. If you do not have a guru, don't try to search a guru. Search guru inside. Ask, what do you want? What do you want? And I would share with you one very powerful secret about how you can go deep and have a divine guidance. So go in a quiet place, close your eyes, and from here, after these three, there is three more fingers, and this is the marma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I say and say to yourself, I love myself, I respect myself, I respect my body. What do I need to do? How do I change my life? How do I transform my life? I want to live and I want to serve humanity. Guidance will come from within, and then you can transform your life.
I decided I would love to learn that beautiful art and of healing. And again, I asked my spiritual mentor, and he wrote me a very beautiful letter at that time. And he said, if you want to learn that science of healing, there's only one person you should go to. And this is Dr. Pankaj Naram. And just follow his methods. And his healing methods are so powerful because they are real tools of transformation. So, and then I decided to go to Bombay, and it was always this readiness of Dr. Naram to teach. Of course, it was not always easy for me as a Western woman, because the first learning he gave me was, you Western people, you always are too much in your intellect and in your mind, and you want to figure out things. And he said, don't figure out, just you have to feel a person. You have to feel a person with your heart, very deep down. And then he said to me, please do me one favor. Don't ask me any questions with why, when, where, and when it's happening, or why this is happening, what did you feel. Just, you have to observe me, you have to come with me, and you have to become very soft and gentle, and you have to feel all this. I did not understand what he meant with feeling, because to see there, to observe him with all these people around him and so many patients, and everyone had such amazing stories, I was overwhelmed. And of course, in my mind, there was only, what is he doing? Why is he doing? And I knew I cannot ask these questions, and I felt nothing. There was just this beats, but it didn't tell me anything, and I did not understand at that time what he actually means with feeling a person. It was a long process with lots of frustrations, and I felt very down, and I wanted to give up at a certain point. And I thought, okay, I observed him that he was working like a machine. You know, when he came with a patient, I always saw one thing, that he was 100% present and 100% focused. And he really was connecting to the people from heart to heart. And whoever left that room, they left this room with a big hope and with the determination that they wanted to change. And I had no clue how he did this. And at a certain point, I got so frustrated after seeing I don't know, at that time there were 300, 400 patients, and it every day, and it was from morning till late night. And so you see so many people, but even after 10,000 maybe I did not get it. And I got frustrated, and I wanted to actually go to Goa for a holiday. And then I had a very beautiful experience. I was living at that time in SV Road. This is like you're living on an autobahn. It's so much noise. And every evening before the sun set, I was seeing one beggar coming with nothing, and he was lying down on the streets. And I was not understanding why he lies down in the middle of chaos. Why does he not go a little bit further down, where there were some palms and some nice trees and some peace? So when I booked my ticket, because I wanted to run away from the clinic and from not understanding, still trying to figuring it out, I went down to that beggar, and I asked him in Gujarati, and he spoke Hindi, so somehow we could communicate, why he chose that place here, why not a quieter place somewhere else. And then for a very long time he looked at me, and then he said in Gujarati, Mari Dikri, my daughter, you have to understand one thing. This peace and calmness is inside your heart. And inside your heart you will find God. And then the outside circumstances, they don't matter. And I at that time understood, if I go now to Goa, I will miss out the biggest opportunity of my life. And this is because Dr. Naram is teaching one thing, and he has always taught me one thing: never to give up, and have a lot of discipline and focus and determination to really, sometimes maybe it's not easy, even in healing, you don't get immediately the results. But if you follow the principles of the ancient healings, and if you also follow a teacher, a living teacher, you can really, at a certain point, you can have a breakthrough and a transformation. So I decided on that point to cancel my Goa trip and go back to the clinic. And the next day, the miracle, for me, it was a miracle, happened, because I always tried to, I did not understand. Dr. Naram said, don't figure it out. And I was reading what he's writing and what he was saying. And at that time, when he gave me the pulse of this, it was a fat Indian lady who had lots of swelling on her arms. And usually when patient had lots of swelling, it was very difficult for me to feel even a pulse. And then at this time, I just closed everything, my ears, my eyes, and I just went into that pulse, and I connected from heart to heart to that person. And in that moment, it somehow, the magic happened. It clicked. And I just knew this is a kidney pulse. So I just shouted at that time, Dr. Naram, it's a kidney pulse. And he said, finally she got it. And he immediately sent me out and to talk to the other students and to find out and feel more about it. And then the beautiful journey actually started of healing. And from that moment on, I understood step by step and little by little more about his beautiful work. And it also opened in me this depths of really going deeper into the world of healing and helping people and giving them what they need at the right time. So, and then I am actually with Dr. Naram. This happened in 2000. So in 2000, from 2000 on, I asked Dr. Naram, would you come to Berlin? And he immediately said, yes, why not? And from that time on, I opened my own clinic. And people actually now, also because my spiritual master is sending also people from all over the world, and Dr. Naram sends people. So now it's so many, thousands of people came so far with all different kind of health issues. And so far I only applied the ancient secrets. you know, what I have learned from Dr. Naram, I am giving to the patients. So I give them home remedies, nutrition, and I give them the herbs and everything what I've learned. And marma I am applying with the patients, and they are super happy. And I never advertised anything. They're just coming of word of mouth. And it's in every field, if it is autoimmune diseases, arthritis, migraine, infertility, back pain, then emotional problems, depression, anxiety, stress-related, burnout, everything they are coming. I would like to share a very personal story. My husband, his name is actually Manfred, but everyone calls him Moneybuy. He's very famous under this name. And like around 4 years ago, I noticed in his pulse and also in some of his symptoms that there's a high possibility that he has a Vata disease. And I assumed that it could be MS. And he went for a checkup for an MRI, and it proved that he has the progredient, meaning progressive MS form. When the allopathic doctor at that time, when they gave him this diagnosis, she was a doctor around 40 years, and she said, I have to tell you that in allopathic medicine for this kind of MS, there's no medication. And she had tears in her eyes, and she said, you might have maybe another 5 years, but then for sure you will be in a wheelchair or maybe even a worse condition. And what I admired about my husband was because he was usually, I think this is like death for a patient. You will lose all your hope, and being told that you will end up in a wheelchair, your life is gone and that's it, I think it's the worst how you can speak to a patient. And but being together with me, having Dr. Naram all his life around him, he not for a thing, and having also a spiritual master who gives him all the strength and the faith in his heart, not for a fraction of a second he had any doubts that there could not be a cure in his life. So he actually tried to help the doctor. Don't be stressed, don't be worried. I have the best doctors around me, don't worry about me. And he came home and he said, okay, let's discuss. So we also contacted Dr. Naram. We made a beautiful plan for him. And Dr. Naram, with all this power which he had, he helped him. And you know, my husband, he has a very scientific mind. So he's very structured. He's coming from Germany. And what he did since all these years, he changed his lifestyle completely. He said, I am here only for one reason. I want to live healthy, happy, satisfied and fulfilled as long as I'm on this earth. And this is my destination. And whatever I can do, I'm going to do. So he changed his diet completely. He followed everything, but he follows with so much happiness. He does not feel that something has taken away from him. He feels that this disease has actually brought him a wider spectrum of life and happiness, which is amazing. I think he's an amazing example for patients. So what he did was he wrote down all his symptoms. We were sitting together and we made a whole list out of it. And then I asked him on a scale from 1 to 10, he himself should say, for example, if he had some numbness in his legs, if he can rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. And then he did that. And for example, he was not able to stand on one leg. Like he was falling down then. It was like really like this. And he had a lot of problems with that. And so he gave himself a 10 in that. And now, after coming back from India now, from Panchakarma, he made this whole list again. And he himself, he loves mathematics and statistics and everything. So he told me, look, I have a 78% improvement. Most symptoms are completely gone and some are still there. So actually this is a miracle which happened. And he is full of positivity and full of enthusiasm and full of gratitude towards Dr. Naram and towards that he had this chance of transforming his life to a betterment. His diagnosis is now 4 years, and in 4 years there's only improvement and not what they said, that there will be only degeneration. And I have seen many cases in Berlin, like they had incredible improvements where people came and they were told you cannot live for long. They are still living with cancer or with other autoimmune diseases. There were also several cases of MS like this, and there were people with chronic pain, migraine, infertility, all these kind of things, and they got amazing results.
Believe it or not, what she says, the real secret is persistence. Never give up. My master said, never give up. The quitter never wins, and winner never quits. So if you really want to be a winner like Suyogi, if you want to really win the hearts of people, if some method doesn't work, there are many methods. But what are the secrets? What are the ancient secrets for touching anybody's heart? In next videos, every day, we are going to share with you some such powerful ancient secrets which I believe will change your life forever, save your life forever. And what marma she is using, if you have a back pain, you can use this marma and it will help you dramatically. You take your left hand between these two, this is the marma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This marma helps you for back pain, stiffness and tightness. And very simple home remedy. Ginger powder half teaspoon, fenugreek powder quarter teaspoon. Turmeric is very powerful. It reduces inflammation in the back. So turmeric powder half teaspoon and cow's ghee 1 teaspoon, pressing this marma and being only on mung and vegetables. Believe it or not, Suyogi lost, I think, about 80, 90 or maybe 100 pounds.
No, I lost 27 kilos.
Means how many pounds? About 60, 70 pounds?
Yeah.
About 60, 70 pounds. Believe it or not, when I saw her today, I felt I'm talking to a girl of 35, 40. But now today she revealed that she is 53.
55.
So 55, 2 years more, because we are speaking to you for 20 minutes. So she is 55, but she looks like and feels, she looks like 40, 45, but she feels like 25. And she is working, you have no idea. She is running all over, handling everybody. Now in Berlin, we will have something like more than 100 people. How to manage these 100 people, how to make them happy, how to take care of them, and so many situations.
So today we are actually here in front of the last pieces of the Berlin Wall, and it's, for me, it has a very significant place also to see that, because I'm coming from south of Germany, and my husband comes from West Berlin, and to go from South Germany to West Berlin, I had to go through former East Germany. And whenever me, as a person who was grown up in Western Germany, I felt all this depression and sadness, and I felt like in a prison. I felt, oh my God, I always imagined, how do these people feel? They cannot travel, they cannot explore the world. It must be so horrible. And I always, since I was a small kid, I asked myself, will that wall ever break down? I really wanted this wall to go. But for many years, it seemed to be impossible that this huge wall with so many soldiers, with so much protection, ever is going away. It seemed to be impossible. And then in 1989, the impossible became possible. And the wall broke down. People were so happy, they were so fulfilled, there was so much joy. And suddenly everything was possible. And in the same way, sometimes we feel that things are impossible. My pain, my sorrow, I was hurt, I was disappointed. This is such an emotional blocks, mental blocks and physical blocks. They can block you, and at that time you really cannot see any solutions. You cannot see any hope. Like with the Berlin Wall, there was for so many years, there was complete block. There was no hope. And suddenly it was possible. And from my personal experience, also with working with so many people, I always feel for everyone there is a solution to get rid of your mental, emotional and physical blocks, and to find solutions which can anytime transform you. And as Dr. Naram has said, use the 6D and try to apply as much as you can. It's a process, but it's definitely possible that everyone, not only me, can transform. And use this as a metaphor to see everything is possible.
Believe it or not, this wall is a big inspiration. At one time, according to Suyogi, it was impossible. The world is going to be that kind of walls. In the similar way, in our life, we have many walls. It can be physical wall, mental wall, emotional wall, attitudinal wall, which I call it arm. Arm means toxins. Whenever there is an imbalance, according to my master who lived up to 125 said, that whenever there is an imbalance in your body, vata means wind energy, pitta means fire energy, kapha means water energy, earth energy. When there is an imbalance, and then whatever you eat cannot be digested properly, Agni is low, Bala is low, what happens? The food transforms first into feces and also urine. If the woman is there, she gets some periods, and second is energy. But the third part remains as an arm, undigested food. And that undigested food does not flow and it creates a block. So according to me, these walls were block. And that block becomes bigger block, bigger block, bigger block, bigger block. The question is not block. Then the question is, where is the block? If the block is in pancreas, you get diabetes. If the block goes into joints, you get arthritis. If the block goes into the brain, in circulation, you get MS. The way Mani Bhai, her husband, got a block in the circulation. Now the $1 million question is, or €1 million question is, because we are in Europe, how to remove the block. So you can only remove the block with herbal remedies, home remedies, diet, lifestyle, ashtakarma and some special marma. So we are going to share with you in couple of days so many marmas, how you can remove any block. If you are not feeling good, how to feel good. If you are becoming old, how to bring more energy. If you got diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, osteoporosis or different kinds of cancer. These are all coming from blocks. Now, ancient healing methods or ancient healing therapies or ancient healing methods and secrets which I am going to teach in German university from tomorrow is only about this. How to remove any block and experience vibrant health, unlimited energy and peace of mind. So again, persistence, 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 preparation, 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 practice, 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 and that can really change your life forever. I love you all. Namaskar. Guten Tag.